This is your Deepwater Horizon weather update for July 1st. Right now we're going to jump right into the tropics, and as you can see, the only thing we're really watching right now is Tropical Storm Alex that did make landfall as a Category 2 storm in Mexico yesterday. We do have a few other of these waves out here, but nothing is expected to develop within the next 48 hours. And here's another look at Alex. Right now it is a tropical storm at around 50-mile-an-hour winds. And as you can see, it really went right south of the Texas-Mexico border, and Florida's way far away, so no worries about tropical impact for that. However, we are seeing some tropical moisture in association with Alex moving across the northern central Gulf, and that is going to serve once again to give us some pretty high rain chances today. As you can see, some of these showers already flaring up, and we do have about a 90 to 80% chance of rain today. Unfortunately, this is going to be difficult for any booming or any surface recovery operations that we need to do across the northern central Gulf. And here's another image just of the oil. I know it's very hard to see through this cloud cover, but through remote sensing they were able to figure out where some of this oil was. And as for your overall weather pattern today, we are going to see mostly a southeasterly wind flow around Alex across the northern central Gulf, and as you can see, this is reflected in these forecasts. So about moderate wind flow today, about 10 to 15 knots across these regions. Not as hard in terms of the winds. Yesterday we were seeing 20-knot winds yesterday, but things are looking a little difficult for any operations across these regions. And as for Friday, we're still expecting mostly southeasterly flow across these regions through the extended period. This is good for Florida because it's going to prevent a further eastward movement of that oil slick. However, some of these winds are going to be elevated. Once again, a little difficult for us to get some work done out there. And as for the seas, we're looking at about 3 to 6 feet near the coastline, and elevated seas even more, up to 7 to 9 feet as we go farther and farther out away from the coast, associated with Alex, of course. And these seas are going to begin to lessen tomorrow and even more through the weekend as Alex continues to move towards the west and away from us while weakening at the same time. So mostly a northerly component with these currents. So mostly we're not expecting a further eastward movement of this oil slick. However, some of these light blue areas of sheen are expected to continue to impact mostly the areas already seen that have seen impacts across the western panhandle, mainly from Pensacola west to the Choctawhatchee Bay for the state of Florida. And mostly the same impacts expected through the extended period, generally just around the Choctawhatchee Bay and westward. And once again, we are continuing to expect southeasterly winds across the northern central Gulf for the next couple of days. This is going to continue to push the oil plume towards the northwest. And as for that loop current, we're still seeing this connection between Eddy Franklin and the Florida Straits to weaken. This is good because it is going to prevent a transport of any scattered tar balls that are caught in Eddy Franklin to the Florida Straits. So we are not expecting any oil impacts across the Keys or across any other portion of Florida at this time. For more information on the Deepwater Horizon response or for your local weather updates, you can keep checking back here at floridadisaster.org.